They're on to me, dude. Those guys are sharp as nails up there. You can't put anything past them. Oh my God, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay? I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
What the hell are you talking about?
This company is being bled like a stuck pig, Mac, and I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
Jesus Christ,
That
Charlie.
right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia. This name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail. Well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia. So I say to myself, I gotta find this guy. I gotta go up to his office. I gotta put his mail in the guy's goddamn hands. Otherwise, he's never gonna get it. He's gonna keep coming back down here. So I go up to Pepe's office, and what do I find out, Mac? What do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist.
Okay, Charlie, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Not only do all of these people exist, but they have been asking for their mail on a daily basis. It's all they're talking about up there. Jesus Christ, dude. We are gonna lose our jobs.
Well, calm down, because here's one thing that's not gonna happen.
What?
We're not gonna get fired.
We're not.
Because we've already been fired.
We've lost our jobs?
Yeah. About 3 days ago, a couple pink slips came in the mail. One for you, one for me. So what did I do? I mailed them halfway to Siberia, okay?
If we've lost our jobs, that means we lost our health insurance, which means all of this was for nothing. God damn it, dude. I'm having a panic attack. I'm actually having a panic
Will you
attack.
settle down and have another cup of coffee?
I am, bro.
All right, well, fine. You know what, Barney? Give this guy a cigarette. He's freaking out.
Huh? Who?
Barney. He's the guy who tipped me off to Pepe Sylvia.
Barney? Who the hell is Barney?
You don't see Oh, shit. What the hell did he...
You've lost your mind.
All right, hey guys, and welcome to the AFP, otherwise known as the Anime Filler Podcast. And today, I am your co-host, actually, Titan, and I am joined by my friend, Slim J.
Hello.
And today we plan on talking a bit about one of the big three animes I think everyone's heard of, and I think it's probably arguably one of the most important animes. And without further ado, I'll let Slim J do a better job at explaining this.
Okay, guys. So, me and Titan, we kind of grew up with anime, and one of the animes that helped influence and shape our viewpoints in life is One Piece. And we grew up with Naruto, Bleach, DBZ, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that. But the one that I still think about, can't think right now. The one anime that makes me think about life, and I'm reminded about its morals and themes, and how it's still relevant even to this day, and how it has become, I believe, the #1 selling comic book. Because it was Batman, and now it's One Piece. So that's amazing, because Batman has been around for over 60 years, and this has only been around for, I believe, 1997. So around like less than that. So like more over 20 years now. Oh, wait, 20 years? Is that really true?
It's been around. Like, it aired. I think the first episode aired in like 1999.
I said 1997 is first manga came out. So yeah, 1999 must have been the anime. What? Oh wow, I feel so old. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
literally.
I'm
Literally grew up with this.
I'm literally having a midlife crisis right now on the podcast. That's how
As
we want
we
to spread
speak.
it. Yeah, that's how we want to show. People would be like, "Isn't that the guy who was stressed out?" So long story short, we're gonna talk about our favorite parts from One Piece anime and the manga, our favorite characters, a little teaser of what you expect. We're hoping to have the next couple episodes about other animes like that influence and shape our lives, like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. I can't think right now. Bleach, all those.
The gateway drugs, if you will.
The gateway drugs. And if you guys want us to talk about which anime should you watch if you're a new anime viewer who's never seen anime, and which ones should we recommend? Like One Piece is a titan. Like I would not recommend this to a new viewer. Like I would recommend to like someone who has a taste of anime and understands anime.
Seasoned vet.
Yeah, like a seasoned vet, because this is no joke. Like right now, and One Piece has over 990 episodes. And granted, half a little over a little, more. Some of those episodes have like 10 minutes of just animation, and everything else is just filler or recap. I'm
Oh
not
my god,
salty.
you're not.
I'm not salty. I'm not salty. The Doflamingo arc. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was thrown off during the Dressrosa arc. It's just this is like. Did you not get thrown off? I got
No,
thrown off.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I thought, like
Uh,
for a while they weren't gonna be able to top Ennie's Lobby or Water Seven or Marine Ford. When I started
yeah,
seeing like when they came back, I'm just like they had good parts. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I was just like it's starting to. It was too like anticlimactic for my liking in some parts.
I can see that. But before we start talking about One Piece, I want to let you know something. Titan, did you know that Netflix has plans to make a live action of One Piece? And currently, I'm looking up if it's going to be a movie or a TV series. It seems to be a TV series due to the fact that the first episode has been announced. The title called Romance Dawn, and Romance Dawn was one of the first arcs of One Piece. So, have you seen the live action logo of the One Piece
I'm kind
for
of
the Netflix
scared.
adaptation?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind
You,
of scared to even touch
you haven't
anything live action after I've seen the atrocities they've done in the past with other animes. Like, did you see the live action one for Avatar? Like, I mean, I know it's not technically an anime.
It's very anime. It's very anime inspired. The thing is, I know this sounds crazy, but I like seeing live action. I know. That sounds so great. I like eaters. No, yes, it's
It's
cringe.
cringe.
I know. Everyone's
Lose
like
all
click
credibility
out,
right now.
dislike. It's like, oh my god, this person doesn't know what he's talking about. But my thing is, listen to my argument. My argument is that it can be so bad that it's good, kind of thing. To the point that it's entertaining. My argument is because if they're going to do a movie or live action, there's a limitation to how much their budget and time is going to allow them. So if they're able to get the core of these characters and the core of the story, then I'll be okay because I know for sure they won't be able to, because everyone's going to be expecting, oh, you need to do this and this and this, but in reality, they can't. They can't. And if you complain about this, there's anime, there's still the anime, there's still the manga. It's fine. They're not ruining your childhood. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's fine. But I'm excited. I know it sounds horrible, but I'm excited to see what happens. It could be a train wreck, and I can't wait to watch it. Is that horrible?
The thing is, like, that sounds kind of funny though, because I have a friend that has the exact same mentality where he thrives off watching cringe things, and so I know if nothing else, since he's like a huge anime fan, especially, I know he's looking forward to seeing a bunch of live action ones that are coming out. Because like, do you know that like they're actually made like a live action like remake on Netflix for
Yeah, I saw
Cowboy
some
Bebop?
Twitter pictures, and I'm like, but here's my thing. I've never seen Cowboy Bebop. Oh, damn, he's like ruining my credibility. I've never seen.
Exactly, you're just saying like.
No.
He starts off by saying
He's
like,
like, I like love action.
the live actions are
I've
good.
never seen Cowboy Bebop.
Next, he's gonna be telling everyone how he prefers dub
Oh.
over dub, and then he'll lose everything.
I don't prefer it, but there's some dubs I enjoy more than the sub. Like a good example, top of my head would be Maid Sama. I like the dub more than the sub, and I like.
Like some of the funniest ones I've seen are just there's some like just some dubbed animes I've seen, and like it's the way they're portrayed. Like, have you ever seen the Ghost Story?
No, I've seen some clips on YouTube, and I'm like, this can't be real. Is it really real? Is that really how they dubbed the anime?
Yes.
Are you serious? That is amazing. We have to make an episode just doing a commentary on that. I would love to do that.
Oh, we should do a reaction.
That'd be amazing. Oh, reaction, yes. So yeah, how do you think about the live action? How do you feel about it? I should ask you.
I don't know. I just had bad experiences with live action in the past. So I'm kind of on the fence about it because like I don't want to be like the elitist that says,
Oh no.
"Oh man," I don't want to start another argument about like manga's better than anime. Like we're gonna be doing that whole tier list. Like, oh, if we're talking about that, then like live action would be on the bottom of the list or whatever. I'm like, nah. I don't want to just hate on them because like they could put a lot of effort into it, and it might end up really. The Dragon Ball Z one that they did a while back too. That was also kind of saying there's no real good
There's
one
no
in my
redeeming,
mind.
yeah.
Say live action.
Yeah, there's no redeeming qualities. I can see that. I can see that because like there hasn't been a live action that I've just like, oh yeah, this is actually a good one that I would enjoy. because I've enjoyed some of them.
Maybe because maybe if the plot was good, but like I don't know, like you can kind of get away with the anime. I think if it's just like okay, like CGI. I mean,
hmm
like with it being good or not for some of these films, but like I feel like a lot of them they didn't really have like an actual like good plot.
Yeah, because but here's the issue with like live action, if they're making a movie or a show, they either have to like condense a big story arc and into a small, maybe a mini episode or movie, and that's an issue. They can't do it, or they make an original story with these characters, have it like or they can do what Marvel has done with their version of their version of their heroes. That the MCU takes things from the past movies, from the past from different arcs of comics, and blend it and made their own version. Like for example, the Infinity Stones were separate stones, and each artifact that they had, like the Tesseract, the Ayamoto. They were their own separate thing, but they combined
Mm.
them for convenience sake and for the story. And I think they did pretty good. Sometimes they have failed. I'm not gonna lie, but they found a way to make it work. And I think but here's the thing: you can't satisfy anyone, because if you make a different story, people will be like, "Oh, what is this? This isn't my."
They're always gonna have the
Yeah,
stands.
there isn't the anime I fell in love with. And right, it's not, but you still have the original one if you don't like this. But then,
You should be able to like admire it as its own like separate entity.
yeah,
Like oh, like it is still technically like the thing you love, but like you can always just assuming like oh well, it's not like the same. It's like its own separate being. If that makes any
no, it
sense.
does. No, it does. Because like even anime and manga have changed. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I enjoy the manga of Hero Academia more than the anime. For me, the manga is able to emote so much more emotion with the shading and the detail to each panel, while the anime it's honestly, in my opinion, very bright, very colorful. And I'm not blaming because they're still putting a lot of work and effort into it, but it just doesn't hit the same for me when I'm reading, especially the villain art. It's just I don't know, I don't feel it the same as before.
No, I definitely get
Mm.
that because like there's like I feel like there's like a certain degree that you have to be kind of like censoring anime like manga moments into anime because like some of them are just too gruesome
Yeah,
or like a lot more brutal. Like, they couldn't show it, and like honestly, like some animes, even though like they're not supposed to be considered, like it's more like for kids. A lot of kids watch this. We can't show that, or like how like in the anime One Piece,
mm.
for example, we had the whole like episode with like Whitebeard like versus Akainu, and like how we all thought it was like pretty gruesome enough that like he literally gets like a hole blown right through his chest, but like in the manga, like when Akainu like does that, he actually like does it to his face, and like it's just
Oh
like
yeah. Mm.
imagine trying to animate that.
Oh, that'd be amazing though.
It's safe because like I don't know. I think for me, I kind of like the more brutal or gory scenes because I mean I'm a I wouldn't say I'm a fan because I feel like that'd be kind of like because I haven't seen all of it, but I really like Berserk and I kind of feel like that's one of the animes that does it right. Like they have just the right
Mm.
mix where it's not like just like oh my god look at all the blood everywhere. It's more like a mix of like it fits into the storyline.
Yeah, those worlds. Like I don't know how I don't know how One Piece is able to do all this. Like how does he do it? How does Toy? I was about to say Toyama.
One more
uh,
franchise exposing him part
oh
two.
no, I know. People are just like, oh my
Like,
god, he's a fake fan. He does not know what he's talking about.
it's like he
How
calls
does
himself a
Oda do this?
weeb.
I know. It's like, wow. I bet he doesn't even have an anime pillow. I mean, body pillow. Yeah, I don't. So I don't think I deserve that title. But like I was saying, like pretty much, I don't know how Oda does this. He's a machine. He's literally one of a kind. He has a great story. The art, you can argue that it's not really detailed or not pretty much amazing, but I think it's amazing. It's improved a lot, and pretty much every ink trace, anything he draws or trace, not trace, anything he puts on the panels is important. Even the even those what's it called? Those little one shots or those little manga panels of just like the crazy little adventures of what some side characters are doing. He puts so much effort and love into it, and I'm just surprised he's able to keep going. Does he have a team behind him?
I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
sure
sure
he
he has a
does
team
too.
behind
Because
him,
like,
right?
there's no way he's gonna be. There's no way he's
He would
producing that
have
many
to.
like episodes, basically like on a basically weekly basis. Like there'd be no way.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. There's a great YouTube video, pretty much like the day in the life of a mangaka, It's a great video. It's from the author of Rent My Girlfriend, and he pretty much has this like small little team, and each one are doing like different panels, different pages. And I'm like, yeah, that's like the best way to do it. And I get the idea, like, oh, I want each drawing to be my own, or I want to make it, but like, you can't. It's not sustainable. Maybe in the beginning because there's no one else, but if you want to have your lives, or you want to put more passion in the story or in the characters, there are sacrifices you will have to make. Like even people who create a show or what's it called, cartoon, movie, anything, like they have to like give up some creative control in order to supervise everyone. And that's something that some mangaka aren't willing to do, and I understand why. But I also worry about their health and longevity
Yeah.
for their series and for themselves.
And I think there's like a bit of a caveat to that, where like, unless you're like a manga or like your anime is something that's recognized for its art, like it's just like, oh, like, I really enjoy like all like the beautiful like the scenery, the characters and everything, like something like Vagabond or Berserk. Muro was like such a great artist, and like the Vagabond author, he did such a great job. Like all the like both those animes are like, well, one anime and the other manga are so beautiful. It's just like it's hard to imagine like anyone trying to mass produce it, because it's just like, hey, like we recognize you for like all these, for, like the quality and the story. Like once one of those starts to wane a bit, you might see like a bit of like community being like, hey, we don't mind if you take a bit longer to do it. But I feel like it's all about like balance. A recurrent theme in this episode.
Like
But
things should
I
be.
mean, I could just like supervise and like make sure like these look good, but like I'm not going to be able to draw every single like page or whatever,
Yeah, and it's understandable. It's just like I see both viewpoints, but if you really want like 'cause, like the best version of your story might need other people helping you. That's like the best way. Because even this podcast, you and me, like I can't do this all by myself. You're helping me with Discord. I've actually never used Discord. I have no idea how this works. If they want people want to hear more of our opinions, my fake anime fan opinions, they can leave some comments saying that.
please educate my co-host, because I feel like
Co-host, I'm the main host.
he's
I'm your host.
yeah, he's you heard him. His title, not mine.
No.
His title, not mine. Could be known as.
I
forever.
know. He's like, oh, it's Slim J, the main host. I'm like, no. I mean, you're not.
I was like, oh yeah, you're the main hoe on AFP, right?
Yeah, like they meet me in person. They're like, oh my god, it's a hoe. I'm like, and then I'm like, yeah, hi. Is it true that you like dub? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god!
Spits in
If you
my
go to any
face.
sort of if you go to any anime convention, you're gonna get slaughtered, man. You're just gonna be like, oh, so you like dub and live action? Who are you?
What are you doing? He's like, you can't be an anime viewer / connoisseur if you like those things.
How are you supposed to dissect it if you don't even have good taste?
Oh wow. Wow. I'm not qualified. The
Sub
I
superiority,
know.
guys.
So, well, I guess I should put a warning sign, warning label. Well, One Piece, we're going to talk about One Piece, but it's going to be our opinion, so it's not fact. If we say we don't like a character or a specific arc or a moment, don't come at us. Well, you could come at us in the comments. It gives engagement, so come at us a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, please feel free to give your ideas and like opinions of what we're saying, because we're not claiming to be like one, but we're just really big fans.
We're big fans, and like I said, it shaped our viewpoints in some parts of our lives. And if you guys want us to talk about specific anime or hidden gems, or even want us to talk more about One Piece later on, let us know in the comments. So, let's go off by just saying favorite character. Who's your favorite character from One Piece?
Ooh, that's a tough one, I feel like if I had to say, I think Sanji's probably my favorite.
He's good. I was gonna pick that one, but I guess I gotta pick another one then. Oh, Sanji is really good.
Yeah, you can't be copying my answers.
Wow. Okay. Tell me why you like Sanji so much then.
I feel like just in the beginning, like whenever I was first starting One Piece, I just really liked like I guess just his character in general. Like he just had like kind of this, I mean, not with women, but he had this kind of like this smooth, kind of laid back vibe. Like he just kind of did not care what other people thought about him. And he was just so self assured, just like, yes, this dude is just like everything I'm not.
Oh yeah.
But it was just so cool. And then like after you have the whole like his arc, you know, like the whole wedding, the big bomb and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of like added more depth to his character. Like I don't know. It's not like I felt like for me, it kind of made me respect him a little bit more because I'm just like a dude who was able to come out from all of that, and he was still able to be basically the bigger man at the end of it. And he kind of, I don't know, it kind of like strengthened the
Yeah.
bonds between the Straw Hats a little bit more.
I think I'm his him and Usopp's are my favorite time skip design. It's like it's such like a little simplistic, like pretty much putting his hair on one other side and the beard, but he looks great. I love how he kind of just matured during those 2 years. I still
Because like
go for it.
the glow up.
Exactly. My complaint still is that sometimes they kind of go too far with Sanji's fetishes and like pretty much just kind of demoralize girls in a way.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah,
I mean, he is a king of
yeah,
simps. I mean, it's just like in his
yeah, that
character.
too. But like, then I can see the argument of like, oh, it's because of his. The only people who helped him was his mother and his sister. But I'm like, you got because like the one scene that I still think about and I hate it. I hate it. You have no. It kind of almost ruined the whole character for me when he was saving Nami and he was saying, "Oh, I'm taking you down not because like because he had Nami, it's because like he took the devil fruit that he wanted."
He really is such a
I
simp.
mean, like, yeah, because like it's nothing bad about being a simp. It just goes kind of too far sometimes. Okay, then
Oh
I
no,
guess my favorite. Oh, go for it.
it's just funny. It's
I
funny.
mean, yeah, but like, it's just weird because I don't
They could do too
that
much. You're
too.
right, but it can
I
be
just don't
funny.
want them to like normalize that because like the viewership of One Piece and most anime are pretty much teens or some even kids, and I don't want them to like because like they had the trope of like the pervert, and sometimes like it's one thing to be like oh they're cute they're hot or oh I you know but something goes too far like Roshi for me went too far like the only character I think was like
Oh man, fake anime fan. He's about to get all the
I know
hate.
I'm getting like I know I'm gonna be most hated.
Imagine hating on the turtle hermit.
Like I remember Brock from Ash from Pokemon, and I like
From Ash. From fake anime fan spotted.
ah,
He said Brock from Ash.
I know like
Pokemon, you mean?
yeah yes Pokemon. So pretty much
I bet you he didn't play any of the games growing up. I bet you.
okay. Here's the thing. Um, I did. I
Yeah,
could never pass. I could
I
never.
knew it.
No, I did, but I could never finish them. There was always like a level or something that happens, and I'm like, oh, well, I give up, because I had like if I couldn't pass this, I give up, because that's how I feel with Mario 64 on Nintendo 64, and I truly believe,
Not a true gamer.
I never said I was. I truly believe that that game is the sole reason why I've never got into video games because how hard it was for me as a kid. And then now I currently have a Switch, and I got the game on the Switch, and I'm trying to pass it right now. And I've gone in farther than I ever did as a kid, so I feel really proud of myself. But it's also taken me a
Like
year,
progress is
taken me a
progress.
year to get. I think I'm at 33 stars last time I checked, and I'm not gonna lie to you,
Oh my god.
I was very happy in it, but I got burnt out. I'm taking a break from it. I was burnt out. But
Oh my god.
what?
This man right here can watch like so many anime. He can read so much manga. He gets burned out from playing video games which are supposed to de-stress you. Oh my
It's
God.
stressful. I don't know what you're talking about. Video games are stressful.
He is the definition of a weeb, man. I can't even say otaku because like man, you're not even a gamer.
I never said I was. I do want to get Pokemon on the Switch though, but I've been waiting for discounts. Right now it's still like 50 to 60 bucks. I'm like, I'll wait for the next one so I can get that one. But like, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, my favorite character. We went so off topic. So so I think two characters who I think about a lot, who I admire a lot. I think Nico Robin is definitely one of the top tier characters for me because of her like pretty much
She's good.
yeah, she's a MILF also. And then
In many more ways than
yeah,
one.
and then she's like so
Exactly.
no,
Yes, sir.
I know. I don't know why, but I just love and that tan skin. I love tan skin Robin. Tan skin Robin was the best. I know it wasn't
Three
accurate.
times skip was
I
hard.
know. I know it wasn't accurate, but oh, she was so fine. And that cowboy hat phase of hers,
The Sunday. Oh my
yes.
god.
But I feel like her intelligence.
You'll be sleeping on her, I think.
Yeah,
People always go for Nami. I'm like, no, no,
I
no.
know. Like I like Nami.
Nico Robbins
I
wears
know. Like
up.
I like Nami. I think she's great.
She is.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'd like
Robin.
Would you? Like, if you had to
Robin.
choose?
I would choose Robin in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was saying like that. It's like there's nothing wrong with like giving her dues. I'm just like, I mean, I'm being honest.
Yeah, and her quirk. I was about to say quirk.
What you
Oh
got?
my.
Her
I'm
quirk.
looking so bad. They're like, wow.
Okay, so this is a dude who says a big One Piece fan, and yet
He's out here talking about My Hero Academia.
We gotta edit. Yeah, I truly believe that dude can become the king of the pirates, king of the heroes.
Oh my god! I was about to make that same
Oh, really?
joke. Like, oh yeah, I mean, he is. Well, not even kidding. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, she's totally useful. She's about to help become the greatest hero.
Yes, the greatest hero,
there
the
ever
king of the
was.
heroes, of course. I love that.
Oh yes, the
The
Hokage.
Hokage, of course. With his Soul Reaper powers, I think he can do it.
No, yeah, I mean, the only thing that might stand in his way is just the whole Soul Society. But besides that,
You're right.
it's smooth sailing.
Mhm.
Okay, Nico Robin. Who else were you saying?
I feel like people are actually gonna take this serious and they're like, wow, these like they even call them anime fans like dislike unsub and thank you for subbing for the first time though and I'm sorry that you have to unsub.
Please leave a like, please, if you enjoy any of
And
this.
then
Like,
like
we
if
need
you
that.
want,
We
you
need
can
the
give us
confidence
a
boost.
upside down dislike if that helps you more. It's on the left side. So my other character, the character that I
Hit the bell. Hit the bell icon.
yeah, so you get notified, so you can leave hate comments and how much we're fake fans.
Please let us know. We appreciate any feedback.
Yes. The character that grew on me, especially since I got older, is Usopp. I actually hated Usopp. I thought he was annoying. He was a coward. I'm like, Usopp, come on, get on gears. Everyone's fighting. Come on. But now I'm just like, Usopp, you were fighting with gods, and now you are a god. So congrats, Usopp. Congrats. And then I love that his time skip look. Like he got ripped, and then he loves showing it off. And I'm like, if I was that ripped too, I would show it off too. I'm not. I would
definitely
find an
feel that.
excuse. I'd be like, oh, it's kind of hot. I'd be like, take off the shirt.
He just starts taking off his shirt any possible chance.
And the beard and the hair. I love his hair. I'm like, that man has to take care of it. He's on sea all day in the burning sunlight. So he's putting a lot of work in his hair. So I respect that.
It's stuff out here for curly haired guys.
Yes, it is. Well,
I had the same feeling, and I was just saying I had kind of the same feeling about Usopp whenever like he was first introduced. Like I actually kind of liked him because I thought he was kind of funny. Like he added the belief, and he was just kind of like I kind of want to say foil to kind of like Luffy and like the rest of the crew members because like, everyone else is literally monsters. Everyone and like he's kind of like the reasonable one. Like everyone else is like also crazy, just like like they're just like they didn't think long term, and he was always kind of like the realist saying like, oh, it'd be stupid to do this, and they're all like, no, it'll work out. And they like, and then like it didn't matter like I guess like whatever situation they got themselves into because usually like at least in the beginning that Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were always strong enough to like basically like beat whatever threat was like in front of them. Of course to like later on, but like at that point it was just kind of like nice, and that's kind of why I liked his little development like during the Water 7 arc, where he kind of realizes that like, man, I need to get stronger. Like I can't just have these dudes basically like just carry me the whole time. Like I can't be like the weak link.
Yeah, and then
I kind of like that moment of realization.
Yeah, and then pretty much kind of like theoretically he's definitely gotten physically stronger, but power wise he's mentally also, but like power wise he's still like he's nowhere near with the monster trio. But he kind of reminds me of like a Batman with all his little gadgets and equipment, and I think that's really great that he's like the most human out of all the characters from One Piece, or even the crew.
That's actually like that's such a good like comparison too, because that's kind of what he is. He's literally like this regular guy, like fighting with these gods, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like, because Here's the thing: he could have stopped anytime, but he loved the crew so much, and he wanted to prove himself that he could be this courageous man, this courageous warrior, and all that. And I truly believe that he has accomplished his dream. I think he's probably the only one who has accomplished his dream because Chopper still hasn't cured everything. Come on, Chopper, what are you doing? Come on. Frankie wants a ship that can travel across the world. Nami wants to like map everything. Robin wants to discover all the history. And Sanji all blue, Zoro the
The strongest swordsman.
this sounds funny to me, but I thought for a while, I thought for a long time that Zoro was technically the strongest swordsman because listen, I would have loved that little side remark was always like, "Oh yeah, I beat Mihawk," and everyone was like, "What?" Like when? Like 10 times. Everyone was like, "What?" I think that would have been hilarious. But
It's just like, yeah, it only took me
No,
2
it
years
didn't.
and I caught up to his level.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, that
I'm just built different.
No. Okay. If they do, here's something I'm scared of. That some other character is gonna come in and I don't know, probably from Blackbird's crew, that swordsman, is gonna come in, takes Mihawk down, and then Zoro has to fight him.
I was gonna say,
I don't want that to
I
happen.
keep feeling that's gonna happen because I keep hearing that like so many theories saying like how that's basically gonna be the end goal, like how I think they say Blackbeard and Shanks are gonna fight, and Blackbeard's gonna beat Shanks, and then like Luffy and get revenge on Blackbeard for like stuff he's done.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh my god, like imagine
I
that
can see
fight.
that, but like I'm just like I want Zoro to fight me off because he's been his goal for a big portion, like pretty much a big portion of his early 20s. So like just getting him out like that.
It's like the beginning of the show,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Like whenever they're about to go to the Grand Line.
He was literally he literally showed them the what's it called, the power level. Like he literally showed them what peak power is because he's arguably one of the strongest characters in the One Piece world. I don't know if he's top 10, but he's definitely up there to be a warlord and to be.
Careful, careful! You're in dangerous grounds right now. We have the Mihawk facts in the comments. Are getting ready to destroy.
I know. They're like, excuse me, he's the strongest swordsman, so
It's like he can fight on par with Shanks, so theoretically he could be the top two strongest.
Yes, but here's the thing about One Piece. One Piece has never been focused on power level. It's always been focused on a great story and having a great time.
Damn, this sounds like shots at Toriyama.
Of course not. I'm already getting enough haters. I can't get the DBZ haters in there too.
What I really want to say to this point. Say do you watch anime? Do you like anime? First you start hating on Sanji, then you talk about Ash's anime. Not even Pokemon, Ash's anime.
It was his show. It was his show. He carried the show. Well, excuse me. Who's still on the show? Ash. Who's Ash? So it should be Ash and Pikachu. So it's not even
Honestly, you should just be the Pikachu show. I don't know why if you're going off that logic.
Pikachu show. Well, they did make a movie.
Who's the most iconic? I know more people would recognize Pikachu than they'd recognize Ash.
What are you saying? I think Ash is very recognizable. Okay, this is going to be another.
With all of his character designs.
They're very similar. Both tiny.
All of his character redesigns.
Is Ash still 10 years old? Because like I know the anime is still going, so he's still 10.
I think they made him like 1 year older or something. I thought I heard.
That's it.
Like he's finally starting to age, but like it's not anything.
But here's the thing. That means he did all that in 1 year. That boy peaked. He peaked. He's done.
He's never gonna be able to like top it. He's just like, man, I've literally challenged all of these elite Pokemon trainers, and I'm only like 10 years old.
No.
All the movies too. He was 10. Like, there's no way. Like, bro, how does time work? It doesn't make sense.
Have you ever?
Like, is he just like an infinite Tsukuyomi?
Tsukuyomi? What's that? Oh no.
Oh no. God, he's fake anime man. He doesn't know. He doesn't watch Naruto, man. That's another one of the big three.
I do. It's just I can't remember everything.
I mean, Itachi is literally like an icon. Like anywhere you look, like crows. I just say crows. You think Itachi? Like that's just how it is.
When I see crows, I think about like I don't want to say.
Yeah. That's what I
think
thought. You're about to like get
I've been
exposed.
more. I'm not looking. I'm not. This episode is just me like showing that I'm not qualified to be doing this.
You show that you're not a mainstream anime fan.
I,
Like, if they were to know all the hidden gems that you watch.
for me, I like slice and life animes more, and I know people like roast them a lot, but I'm like it's pretty good.
It can be
Pretty
good. It's just that like I feel like most people just like action.
Mhm. Like one of my favorite animes is Wotaku. Taku, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's pretty much. Let me see. Let me get my little manga out real quick. See if I'm pronouncing it right. Wotaku.
Like,
It is
let me
hard
get
for
my
Otaku.
notes out.
I love this one. It's just so wholesome. Love Cyber Otaku. I love it. Love it. Love it. What were we saying? I guess what can also right now it's 10 right now. Is there anything we can talk about? Is there anything like we should talk special moments or like defining moments for us in another episode? But how should we end this?
Mm.
If we wanted someone to, if we wanted to encompass to say to give a short summary of One Piece and say why you should watch it and why you should put time and effort, what would you tell them? Like someone.
Hmm. I think for me, I think the most like accurate thing I could probably say that would kind of encapsulate One Piece. It just is kind of the idea of like it's like having like this one big family basically, and like that one family is just kind of like no matter like what happens, like they're always gonna be there, and it's something that I don't know, maybe just for me personally, but I like the idea of like have that type of being able to be that close to be able to say like it doesn't matter what happens, these people are always gonna have my back, and I feel like people can kind of like whenever I talk about people in One Piece, the thing that keeps coming up, at least for me, is like just that camaraderie and just like those bonds. I think that's probably like the biggest reason that you should be able to see it because like there's a bunch of other reasons, of course. Like there's a whole like idea that, like it teaches you or it covers a lot of like darker subjects. Like like a lot of people wouldn't guess it just from like the
So, yeah.
animation or just like the art style. But like there's like a bunch of things like slavery, like corrupt government, like like racism, like all these things. It's just like I feel like there's a ton of reasons to watch One Piece, but I think the thing that made it like special to me is just the idea that you should always chase your dreams and that like you should always value the people that are willing to stand by you. And what about you? What would you say to get someone to try and watch One Piece? Like what would be your spiel?
So I agree with you on like the words, the camaraderie, the family,
Camaraderie.
yes, that word. So I truly believe that that's one of the reasons why people come back to this show and why they love and are invested in these characters. And they've really, because we feel like we're part of the crew and we want to see them succeed as much as these characters want to succeed. But if I had to tell, like, I'll be like, listen, little Timmy, One Piece is a great, like, you can either read it if you want to catch up quicker, you probably read the manga.
You probably should
Yeah,
just read it. Just read it.
but then, but you can watch some anime moments on YouTube. What I would say,
Watch the fights.
exactly, what I would say with One Piece, like I truly believe that it's like, I think someone compared it. I can't remember who compared it to like an Odysseus story. Like it's a journey, it's a hero's journey, but not just one hero.
It's an Odyssey.
That's the word. What did I say?
You just said an Odysseus story.
Wow, I don't even know literature. I'm a fake fan of everything.
Wow, Pseudo intellectual over here.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a journey about these characters who love what they do and who are living life to the fullest. And what I would tell little Timmy is, Timmy, this show and slash anime, this story is so captivating, so amazing, and you have to be really focused. And you can reread this and always find something new to learn or love about this show slash series. Watch
That's so
watch
accurate.
to Arlon's Park or Free to Arlon's Park, and if you're not hooked by then, I guess the story isn't for you because that's when I was hooked. I was hooked now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had my moments up until then. Like I had my doubts. Like it was some good parts to it, but I'm just like I haven't seen that moment yet to like really get me like attached to it. Like okay, I'm in now. And just seeing that whole arc is just kind of like, this one's different. It was kind of what I thought,
Exactly.
and just kind of, and it made me want to see more. What would happen
Yeah.
next?
Like this series rewards you for paying attention. It rewards you for like remembering these characters, these side characters, or that. It's like a little it's like fan service on fan service. Like every small detail is either revisited or pretty much like added on, depending on what Oda wants to do.
Oda is the god of
He
foreshadowing.
is amazing. And you know what's crazy? Like his creativity is insane, but like he's able to like pretty much if I had his ability to make any half what he's able to do or come up with last minute because I know that the whole Bad Generation characters they were all made up at
Mhm.
like I don't know how long before, but like right before he was about to start the series because he thought it wasn't good enough. And now those characters are part staple of the One Piece universe, and they all have unique designs
Yeah,
and they're only their own separate characters, not similar. Like a big complaint with me with some animes is that once you get really big, some characters start to feel the same. But somehow he's able to have each character feel different and have different goals and ambitions and also have like small little details like they have different rivalries, stuff like that.
yeah. Like I will say that like I feel like what Oda does like really
Mhm.
masterfully is that he's able to add like such depth to characters that like we barely even get to for like a couple like it's like only a few episodes, and he's able to like do like what some authors I think struggle to do in like episodes or whole like seasons. He does in like just like a handful like of episodes. It just is crazy. Like you really feel like sympathy for some of these like characters. Like I guess like my biggest like example, Senor
Oh
Pink.
yes.
He doesn't even do that much with them, and you just already start to feel like I was feeling sad as it's like you start to he had my respect, by doing that, but like basically doing like a gentleman's kind of duel, so to
I
speak.
know.
And then you kind of see him doing all of this just to try and make his wife happy.
I know. It's like he
You
didn't need
know,
to do that. He could have been just like a one-off character, but he literally added so much to a character we might never see again, honestly. But
and that's
uh,
kind of what I mean. It's just so like he's just so good at that, and I feel like if other people could like or mangaka could like do that, I mean, I'm gonna sound like the fake anime fan because I said that completely wrong. If they could like take like notes of that, I feel like their animes could be boosted to the next level because I don't know. He does such a great job of like making you attached to these characters or like having you see them as human. Because like so many other people just like put like some random like side characters, some filler characters to kind of just show how strong the protagonists are. But he does a good job of kind of like putting these like adding depth to their character, I guess, making them seem like they're just regular people too,
yeah,
and they're just they're just doing what they think is right.
mhm. Yeah, because like even like a great example with the villains, it would be even Arlong. Because like we hate him, we get where he's coming from, but we hate him, and Doflamingo as well. Like we hate that character, but we also like see that what he had to go through as a
It's
child.
like justified.
Yeah, to some capacity, yeah, dude. It's interesting.
Cause like it's like the type of thing where like it's not actually like justified, but like it's like you can it's like kind of like justifiable evil. Like
Yeah,
everyone else was doing this to him as a kid. It's just like I can kind of understand why he turned out so
yeah.
bad.
Honestly, but the I'm surprised how much we can get for each of these characters. It's just insane. I don't know. So, little Timmy, watch the series, read the series, no matter what. You don't need to sprint it. Just take your time. It's not any. It's
It's probably the best. Like it's probably like the best to just kind of like take your time
yeah.
with it.
There's no rush. It's no rush. The One Piece community is so amazing. They're so nice.
You got like not you get like 900 you got like 900 episodes to watch. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
like
it.
take your time. Like if you need to take a break, do it because this is a great series, and sometimes you need it to digest. You can't. This is a series that
Mhm.
it's so amazing. I truly believe that everyone should at least look into the story. Even if you're not an anime fan, I feel like to some capacity, some people would not maybe not like it, but admire what it's able to do. Uh
I feel like you can always appreciate it
yeah.
if nothing else.
Mhm. One thing for sure, I would love to do an episode and pretty much asking you, what if they mess up the ending? What if Oda just just drops the ball, like pulls a what's it called, Game of Thrones ending? And do you think that would
Everyone
yeah?
hates
Do you
it.
think it would ruin the whole series? I would love to get your opinion on that for another episode because I'm
That's something worth looking
yeah,
into because we could always say like, what could he do wrong that will
exactly.
make everyone absolutely hate
Yeah,
him?
like he kills everyone off or something like that. Because like here's the idea, like, because the One Piece is still like there's some hints to what it could be. It could be like the history, it could be like a town, it could be all of that stuff. And then the like what happened those 100 years and like who's truly behind everything. All there's so many questions that we don't know and we don't understand. Like who was Rock? What was his name? Rock? The Rock Pirates?
Oh, you mean like Zebek or whatever
Yeah,
it's
something
called?
like that.
Like the Yeah, because they were called the Rock Pirates. Because I think he was Rock D Zebek.
Yeah, like and my question is like, because he's hyping it so much, you think he's able to do it? And that's going to be an episode for another time. Most maybe after the big three, we can go back to One Piece or another time. Just let us know, guys. Just giving you a little hint to future episodes and future topics we can talk about. And if you guys have anything you want us to discuss or any things you say I'm a fake fan, you can put it in the comments and give me a upside down dislike button and put notifications on the bell so we know how much you hate me, so you can watch and comment every time. Is there anything you want to say to our viewers, our one viewer?
Honestly, if you made it this far and you managed to like listen to our like rant and our little spiel over all these things, I mean, we appreciate you, and we hope that like you'll leave us suggestions and like hopefully you'll like the video, subscribe, put the notification icon on, and like we said, we'll see you next time.